you? Aloha, mahalo for being here. Hope so you all are doing well after flooding at Honolulu. My name is Abhishek Samrat, a first year PhD student of Department of Geography and Environment at UH Manoa. So my work is related to uh, mapping plantation area as um, indicator of land degradation. So you know that forest and first okay start with thank you for funding my research and my study. Thank you Hawaii Data Science Institute, Change Hawaii and NSF. So you know that forest loss is a major concern globally. So I divided my presentation into 5 parts: motivation, method, result, future direction, and introduction to Google Earth Engine, where I use coding or run my method. So plantation is nothing but a large scale monoculture agriculture state, and agriculture is one of the main reason of forest degradation across the globe. Um, so there is two type of plantation. One is cash crop, and second one is like a timber product. You can say that. Cash crop is rubber, coffee, cocoa, palm oil, and timber trees like pine, eucalyptus, teak. So it has negative environmental impact like habitat loss and fragmentation. Human wildlife conflict also allow invasive species to spread, and it's evident from global studies, especially in tropics. It also alter biochemical cycle and hydrology, like it's increase the runoff, reduce soil organic matters. So while comparing, you need to compare that how much biodiversity support by different kind of classes, or I will say that land cover use. For global study, people use four type of land cover for comparing biodiversity, carbon sequestration, and ecosystem services: plantation, forest, agroforestry, and cropland. So in terms of biodiversity, forest has high, plantation has very low, because this monocrop. There is nothing else found there. Carbon sequestration in plantation has initially, while growing, it has high, but after maturity, it's reduced carbon sequestration potential. So we can't compare like plantation and forest together. Ecosystem services can be like two type: regulatory and provisioning. In plantation support both moderately. In term of forest, ecosystem provide very high, but provisioning it's very low. Forest doesn't have like agriculture fields, paddy and other things. However, agroforestry is quite interesting because it has decent or moderate number of importance in every categories. My aim is to identify effective method and data to accurately delineate for plantation boundary within that tropical agrarian systems. Method I categorize into 4 parts: a study area where it happened, the data and tool, what data I used and what tools I used to perform the analysis, signature, how I collected signatures, basically that's the training and validation, and what my machine learning algorithm I use for image classification. So here is a study area located in northeast region of India. So it is a global biodiversity hotspot. It's called Indo-Burma biodiversity hotspot, and also that region is this region is like near east of my study region is highly, I will say, wettest place on the earth. It's receive annual rainfall around 11,000 mm, which is quite huge, and first and second both are found there. And this region is there is no dry deciduous forest region, only moist forest and tropical evergreen forest can be found. It's quite interesting. Its area is 1800, approx 1800 kilometer, which is about 1.5 times larger than Honolulu, Oahu Island. Major plantation found is sal, timber product, rubber is like cash crop, Teak is also timber, but timber, yeah, palm oil recently I started planting. However, tea is limited to eastern part of my study area. Data I use Sentinel 2 and Sentinel 2, Sentinel 1 and SRTM I will say like elevation. So this one I selected from Google Earth Engine itself. It's a harmonized, basically some kind of processing already done. So I don't need to do whole processing. Geometric and radiometrically collected, and I took the image between January and March for 2025. Having cloud less than 5%, and in terms of Sentinel, like Sentinel anyway it's independent to the cloud, so don't need to worry about. So I took the same period of data, January to March for 2025, VH and VB band. Signature I collected elevation, yeah, SRTM is like 30-meter resolution, so I took it directly. Signature I collected using Google Earth as a reference, because it's like field work. I have to, while I will do field work for my study, then I will collect data for this place also, for this purpose also. Tools I use Google Earth, signature collection, Google Earth Engine for calculations, image selection, processing, everything. QGIS for like I just plotted or maybe for my preparation. So this is the how it's look like cloud free imagery. It's quite good. Signature collection. So this is the how it's look like on Earth Engine. I decided 10 classes. So forest class, it's look like it's quite textures, like it's zigzag kind of things is there. However, rubber plantation is having pattern x and y axis, and a smooth canopy cover, ground cover is there. In between there is a fallow land, which is basically dominated by agricultural land. Sal and teak has little smoother canopy, but it's a zigzag. There is no pattern. So that's how I identify using Google Earth. Google Earth. Tea plantation is quite very smooth, and it's easy to identify using Google Earth. And agroforestry and built-up is both are found nearby together to each other. Cropland is, yeah, this smooth, but it's a different texture than tea plantation, so it's easy to identify. River sediment or river bed I choose as a separate class, because in my study area there is a river it's called Brahmaputra, which is the largest river, second largest in India. So it has a quite big sands, and it also harbor one of the largest island in the world. So signature collection, this is how it's look like. I totally collected 3,885. I basically try to randomize as much as possible, but due to larger class is fallow land or agricultural land, my signature is skewed toward 38% of fallow lands. Otherwise, it's more or less it's like tea is only found in eastern part, so it's having comparatively less number of signature. Otherwise, everything is like between 5 and 10%. For this purpose, I use 3 machine learning algorithms: support vector machine, random forest, classification, and regression tree card. Google Earth Engine has limited number of algorithms available in build. Deep learning is not available, and there is one more available is there, that GBF, gradient boosting algorithm, but due to some reason I didn't include it for this study. So this is the how I process. This is my method flow chart. So first I just work on that raster part, Sentinel 1 and SRTM raster. After that I normalize it. So machine learning, it's better to have like normal data set between 0 to any like -1 to 1 or 0 to 1. Sorry. Signature, whatever signature I collected, I split it into training set 70% and validation set 30%. And after that I just work on the algorithm part, where I tune the data set, tune the algorithm for best parameter to having best classification accuracy, and based on that best parameter I produce the result and accuracy matrix for each algorithm type. and and sorry, while taking the I have three land cover land use classes for each algorithm, and I took the mode which basically directly fitting in the assemble model, which is like basically having that combined result altogether. So one is like overfitting, one is underfitting, so it's kind of balancing. That's the assemble models. So it's conservative approach, and that also produces the accuracy and final the result. Result I am showing in that four part, like SBM classification using only S2, and second one is S2 and elevation, like sentinel and elevation, and third one is like sentinel 1, sentinel 2 and elevation, all combined features, band as features. And second classification, I am showing that SVM, random forest and cart, their performance, how they look like. And after that, that is symbol approach of land cover land use. Finally, the restoration potential. So how much restoration could be available, which is converted like plantation to agroforestry or other mixed vegetation type for better support better biodiversity, support better carbon potential sequestration and ecosystem services. So this is the overall. So there is two type of accuracy I consider: overall accuracy and kappa. Overall is only considered the accurately classify image, but however kappa is also considered that randomized chance. So it's evident that while combining sentinel-2, sentinel-1 and elevation, it's produce higher accuracy. While alone is like H2, like only sentinel-2 is it's good, but not it's not better than that supplying other features like elevation and sentinel-2, sentinel-1. So this is how it's look like. False. So I four window I four column I splitted my data like false color combination, which is near infrared, NIR, red and green, and second one is a product of sentinel-2, only sentinel-2. Third one is sentinel-2 plus SRTM, and fourth one is sentinel-2, SRTM and sentinel-1. So you can see that it's evident that especially that that built-up area is accurately delineated in that combined one compared to alone. Apart from that, you can see that river bed. This is basically a dry land area. I will say that extremely sandy. It's dried up, which is not easily. It has not easily picked up by sentinel-2 or either sentinel-2 plus SRTM, but sentinel-1 picked up very well because it's sensitive to moisture. Other thing, I will say that this is the forest area. So sentinel-2 alone is not sufficient to delineate forest area, while elevation and sentinel-1 is good, performing well. And this is the one case I want to highlight it here. So this is the peak. Yeah, this is the basically fallow land, but not fallow land. It's a river bed, but it's having little water kind of things. In sentinel-2, it's classified as a fallow land. With SRTM, it's classified as a built-up area, but in with combined wall, all three, it is a fallow land, which is correct, basically based on visual interpretation and ground knowledge. So yeah, combined one is performing well compared to other tools. So now whatever I use same three data set for random forest and cart also, and here we found that SVM is performing well compared to random forest or cart. However, assemble basically that's utilizing all of the three, so it's reducing the classification, but it's conservative approach. So it might be that SVM is in case it is overestimating the random forest, balancing it, and cart is like underestimating. So overall combined one is good. This is how it's look like. So overall, CART is not performing well by especially in that delineating built-up areas. But however, that other two SBM and RF is good in performing well. And water body also, it's like CART is over predicting. However, that SBM and RF seems like natural. And this is the built-up areas. Seems like SBM is over predicting, but RF is fine. CART is under predicting. So assemble is it's good. It's good method to use it. So the problem is that, especially that in separating the uh, plantation, I will say that first like vegetation versus non-vegetation, vegetated area. So that's easily separable. But the problem is that within the plantation itself, like rubber and tea plantation, it is confused. Not heavily, but it's confused. So either producer accuracy or in term of user accuracy. So this is the accuracy of the assemble land cover land use. So here it's confused with forest, rubber plantation, tea, that among them. So basically all of the forest classes is confusing apart from agroforestry. Same thing for rubber plantation, it's also confusing, and for plantation. So these all are like creating the problem in the classification. Otherwise, non-vegetated classes is quite good. So if you see that only SVM accuracy, based on accuracy, it's performing well compared to that assemble one. It's only confusing between rubber plantation and tea plantation, not other classes. It's very less in other classes. Rubber plantation agroforestry, it's acceptable. Like I will say that it's difficult to figure it out, rubber plantation, because some of the rubber planters also planted it, people in their backyard. So yeah, that's I will not say it's false, but it might be that you need more data set, ground data set for better validation. And this is how it's look like. So lower panel, it's showing that it's along the linear feature, which is basically a road, and that people have houses, and they are in surrounding there is agroforestry, which is separating it, delineating quite. Uh, Result is quite good. And top one is like there is agroforestry and mix of tea plantation. Tea plantation is actually, yeah, it's there, but I think it's overprotecting that part. However, it's good classification. SPM is good. If you see that west north corner, this area is fully or majority dominated by cropland, because this region is floodplain of the Brahmaputra, so they cultivate two paddy in two seasons. One is summer, one is monsoon. So my data is from summertime, so it's showing that that area is only cultivated that during that time, because the water is available easily. So this is the total area. And Australia is dominated by fallow land, and it's highest in random forest. Uh, yeah, CART is having lowest in that sense. Second largest was agroforestry, because that landscape is dominated by agroforestry. Rubber plantation next, it's a cash crop, and natural forest very less. SVM is having less, that classify less area as a natural forest. It could be true. Sal and teak is, yeah, it's like lowest. However, uh, tea plantation is having like more than sal and teak, which which might be I have to take a look. This is the largest zoom out only for that plantation classes, which I am interested in for potential finding potential land degradation. So let's focus on that. So here, yes, SVM is predicting quite high, rubber compared to other algorithms. Sal and take is okay. T is quite high, which is I'm expecting that card could be better indicator of tea plantation area because it's showing less number. This is the how it's look like. Only the plantation found. Yeah, so this is the area where rubber, small patches might be rubber. That big patches is mostly that teak and sal. Uh, yeah, that's the distribution of that one because that's found in chunks. And however, uh, rubber might be chunk and together, or maybe that found in uh, uh, backside of the people houses. So that's why that's coming like somewhere here and there, that pixels, mixed pixels, and there is no filter applied in there, majority filter or minority filters. So this is the raw the information about the restoration potential. So there was total around SPM is basically I'm using that assemble final product as based on assemble model. So around 50,000 hectare is available for uh, uh, restoration purpose. Quite good areas. Uh, Future direction, I like to implement algorithm which deep learning which is not available in Google Earth Engine. However, it could be implemented in Python base, and I can use that Python capability with Google Earth Engine. So it could be combined together. Other data sources I am interested in that NASA ISRO, which is not available till now on Google Earth Engine. Hope so in future it will come. Require more number of field signatures from ground, and also like to include that seasonal factor because I'm only focus on that um, summertime. I'm also interested in that uh, like winter and monsoon time, that peak cultivation times. So might we provide more details about that. For that, that radar data will be quite useful. Apart from that, I also interested. I will also apply that texture features, maybe PCA to reduce dimensions. So yeah, this is my future plan, and some of the references uh, I use it, and I like to show you the code which I use on Google Earth Engine. So yeah, Google Earth Engine is okay. So I use Google Earth Engine for my calculation and analysis purpose. So it's a cloud computing platform developed by Google. It's available. It's developed in 2010. It's host pre-processes raw data set in petabyte on their server itself. So no need to download any satellite data. Just need to filter it out, use it, and just take out the result. It also hosts raster and vectors. However, it has some limitations. Like it's like deep learning. Don't have much complex algorithm. It use JavaScript programming language, which is a struggle with while you are doing looping things. Uh, yeah. So, however, it had like and pro and cons, but it's quite useful for as a student. Maybe in commercial they have more facility. But for as a freely available facility, cloud computing, that's decent for the student or beginner. So this is the how it's look like Google Earth Engine. It has four window, major window. So that left side is called left panel, right side is called right panel. Basically, coding part is done in editor panel, which is center part, and this is the interactive map panel where you can display your image, change the color, you can create your signature, you can zoom out, zoom in, you can check all of these things. Apart from that, left panel it has a script where you are going to write your code, you can save it, and doc section it has help whatever document or whatever function is available, all information will be there. Asset, you can upload your own data, raster or vector study area sections, and right panel there is a three tabs, separate tabs. Inspector is just to visualize whatever map is displaying in terms of raster, then it will be give you the every band pixels and other things. Console is just processing whatever output is coming while running, whatever output is come, that will be give you here. Task basically for downloading or running your program on your local drive. Basically it's a drive, it doesn't support on local, but it's support on directly on your Google Drive. Search panel, top search panel, you can search your data set, any data set, vector or raster, that will be there. Yeah, so I created four code. One is only for data selection. Sometimes it's due to limitations out of memory, it will run out of memory due to that limitations set for that free accounts. So I split the data code into three parts. So one has data selection, second one is pre-processing, and third one is algorithm, and fourth one is all image classification, accuracy assessment, and exporting the result. So far, if you have any question, please interrupt me. Okay, so this is the code I shared. Yeah, if this is the Google Earth, by default on our account it's not available. So for that you have to activate your account for Google Earth Engine, for using Google Earth Engine, because that's a consumer application. So you have to activate by logging, and then you can activate your account for Google Earth Engine. So yeah, this is the how it's look like. Already processed. So for the example, this is the code I use it. This is the where I saved my code. So this script where you can save your files. Get link, if you have to share some that your code with someone, then you can just simply take it and send it that link. Accessible to them. Run it here, reset, other application you can connect. Yeah, this is the how it's look like. So what is the process? So first I created geometry tool here. So for the example, if you want, you don't have any shape file, you simply just create it. So this way you can have this study area. This is a study area. Other than that, you can select your study area for USA, especially the Tiger data set. So yeah, let me see that. That county one. Okay. So if you have information about which data set you are going to look for, you just search it here. The data set available, and I'll also provide information about that all citation, including citation table, what attribute table is there, all kind of information is there. You simply have to use it or import it. It will come here. However, in case of Honolulu, I didn't use, because that some of the small island which is not part of any county which is included in Honolulu. So it's coming quite large area, so I just focus on that a smaller area by creating my own polygon. So a step is that first is just assign uh, decide your estate area, and this is the just for putting the your map like focus center point, how to focus, where to focus. By default it will focus somewhere else, mainland of the USA. That's by default they set it. So if you, for that if changing, you have to use this one. So okay, we will go by step by step. So if you run, this is the to add that polygon into map. So simply add it. You can check it here. I can share the link with you. If you like to try. So yeah, so this is the only thing to do that. Just select your estate area or region of interest ROI and display as a map, as a visual inspector kind of things. Then we can select the data set, right? So I'm interested in that land set. So simply search it land set. So there's many. You can check it more also. So whatever data set you are interested, you can just click and use it in your code. So either you can use that copy and whole data set as a different variable, or you can just import it. So I already have already have that data set in my code, so I'm not importing again. You can put the conditions like date. So a start date, this is the start date and this is the end date. Between these 2 days date, that data is there. You can control it. You can. So the reason is that I took it for just testing purpose. Is that it's cloud free. I can make it cloud free for larger data set, because that's our Honolulu is basically Wow is very prone to frequent cloud cover. So that's the reason. But you can change it. Date anytime, whatever you interest, whatever you're looking for, you can change it. Filter bound is only saying that for to select the data set which is overlapping or intersecting or touching that your region of interest. It will give you the how many data set is available for this part for your estate area. So it will be give you information about Landsat. Okay, feature 266. It's 266 imagery are available for between this date and for that area. So you can just check it. You can check it anytime. Anything about like their metadata, and it does also have information. So later you can use it while writing back. Property, you can check it. See it here. How much cloud cover is there is seen. You can control also cloud cover from here, but for these purposes I just utilizing all of the data. Now there will be cloud, right? So to avoid that, there is already built-in algorithm is available. So yeah, so if you're getting any confused or anything about available, simple things is just go here and search it. So you will get every information. What parameter need to do that, what parameter need to send it, what is the meaning. These all things are information is available. It's already inbuilt. So help help menu is already there. What to send it, like integer, how much default. So some cases it's all of the function have default values. If you are not changing, it will come with already reset. And finally, what is returning? So image collection is multiple image is seen, but image is single image. So now if you see here, so now that simple composite is providing only one image, because that's processing all of the image and only giving you the cloud free pixels for each band. That's the information. Look like here. So all of the band till 1 to 11. You can control anything, any variable from here, because they are already there. So you can look at that what is there. All detail will be there. So now we have all of the cloud free 11 band. So now we just want to plot it. See, like that's the benefit of that using this one. Based on this result, you can modify your conditions, parameter and other things to get the cloud free. So normally the benefit of using this one is that normally if you are using that Python other things, you have to first download the data set, then you need to do mosaic, and then you have to control the cloud cover, and if it is not, then you have to download other data set again and again. But here you just check it. Okay, if there is cloud, then you can just change your parameter, you will get the cloud cover. So it's easy to manage, it's very convenient to use it. Compared with other cloud computing platform, here all of the data is available, but other cloud platform, you have to upload your own data set. However, in case like once you are already decided data set and everything is clear, you can take out this data set, download it in your local drive, and you can upload into other cloud platform where the complex calculation you can perform on that, like deep learning. However, it's not clipped, it's only giving the all of the area, because that Landsat size is quite huge, Landsat scene is quite huge. So controlling that, you can clip it for your study region. So this is the things. Just clip, there is clip function here. Just you have to provide geometry information or maybe your study area things, and it will be clip only to that particular region where you are interested. So yeah, it's giving for this region only. So once that is done, then next step you can two things you can do that. You can use same data set and run next one, or you can just you can download it into your Google Drive, or you can upload into asset folder. So anytime you can just import it and use it. So this much process cloud don't have to do every time, so you can avoid it by doing that. Otherwise sometimes it's fetch memory out of limited memory error. Might be I will get here, hopefully not. So you can just run it. So here is a task. So this file you can download here, upload here. Once you will run, it will be asked you where you want to save it. Cloud storage, you can fetch into that cloud, where you can use collab as a tool to access the data set. So there has, yeah, you can use it. So now that once we have our data set, normalization, yeah, I was trying to do that. This is the code for normalizing your data set, but that data already is between 0 and 1. So no need to do that. But apart from that, if you are using Sentinel-2 or Sentinel-1, might be need to normalize the data. So this is the normalization min-max code used for normalizing. So yeah, I will leave it here. So now we'll go for parameter tuning. So yeah, for if you have question, you can ask.
The training result you get from the slide you showed in the table format, is it from here or from different pipeline or coding?
That my work, I didn't took from here because I use that Google Earth as a base map, and I use QGIS and Google Earth combined together to take the collect the point. Because in some of the cases I need to zoom out, zoom in very fast. So here it just start giving problem, and that was little convenient. And other thing is that here you need to again download it signature. If you're creating signature here, if you want to prepare map and other things or modify something, I feel here is a little tricky because you have to control your mouse. Sometimes it's drag it bigger, make it bigger. So that controlling is not here. It's very sensitive. So I prefer QGIS or Google Earth in that cases. So yeah, now we have that image which we are interested and useful for suitable for our study. Now next we just go to that for a study area visualization and that centering around a study area. I'm just keeping these two lines, and now I created here signature. So this is the what I'm talking about. So this I made it log. So just create. I'm just creating other just for showing purpose. So you can just remove it. If you want to create some signature here, yeah, you can use the satellite mode also. So for here, Oh, it's point prime. So you can change it here setting. So what geometry you want, a feature or feature collection. So geometry is like point locations. Feature is only one feature, like my study area. Feature collection is multiple. You can add the property. Like for the example, I'm just saying that land cover ID, and I'm giving 6. Okay. So now I can make it. Okay. Sorry. So yeah, this way you can create. The only problem is that controlling that sizes is difficult. For the example, you can create multiple one for each classes, which you can identify, or you can upload your own from field data set. So yeah, for this purpose, I am just removing it. Uh, because I already have 5 classes: forest, built up, agriculture, fallow, and water. I already have, so I'm not creating again. So now we have signature. So basically this is the all features. It will become here, import section. So now forest, built up, agriculture, fallow, and water. So now I need to combine together to create whole signature. So we can take out the training set and validation set. So for that, we first, either you can just use that uh, merged one. Okay, by using the merge function, or you can make the list. You can make the list, and then you can convert into feature collections. Feature collection is nothing but that lot of features, lot of points, or lot of polygon in together in one set of the file. And I use the random column, so it will be used to separate or categorize the 70% and less than 70%, whatever threshold you want to put it. So thresholding your training sets, signature sets. So if you run here, so now you can see here, like it has 3 columns. Each file has 3 columns, and there is total 163 elements or features I collected. Out of that, 70% training sample is like 112 elements, and validation is 51. So this is the, always you will have information about what is there, so you can verify it, it's running properly or something is happening. Uh, yeah, so this is the signature. We split it into now training set and validation sets. So now we have validation, right? So we need to classify the image. Now we need to tune the image. So for that we need signature, validation, like validation, training set, and your image. So then where it's run the algorithm, and they will uh, provide you the best parameter based on all this information, input features. So I'm using that only 4 band. Uh, Till yesterday it was giving the error. It was not running with all that memory out of, but I can try right now. So here we are just uh, here we are just filtering out the band, Landsat band, which is useful for our classification, and this is the selecting only band this from that image collection. Image we already have cloud free image, and now we're collecting pixel for the training samples we already have in like polygons vector file. So basically here is the raster things, same thing for validation, and these all things will be available in help menu. So if you search it, you will get it, how it's work, what parameter you need to put it, what things you need to control, that projection, geometry, something like that. So now I'm using random forest for demonstration purpose. So uh, need three features to be tuned: number of tree, variable splitting, and minimum leaf. So this is the whole code. Basically this is the classification we are doing and training. Yeah, and other thing, like if you are getting training center, just keep the value, because it will not work only with text label. It's need number to run it, and this is the accuracy. But this all are for loop for tuning purposes, and it's a loop thing, so it doesn't work well in JavaScript, because that one at a time it will run all of the code. So there is a way to control it, but it's increase the complexity of the code. Oh, great. So now it's running. Oh, it's perfect. So you can check all of the details. So it's saying number of tree 100, minimum leaf 2, and variable split 1 is the best. This is providing 98% accuracy. So if you like to save that information, how it's tuned, how much is done, then you can just simply take out all of the variables, declare that one like, so it will not update by default, because so the thing is that it's take some time to run this one. However, if you are not controlling this one, evaluate to control, okay, make it a stop unless that these all variable information come or are stored already. Otherwise, if you continue running, it will give you error. It will not give error, but it will create the problem. It will be already whatever value was here, you already put it in this in variable. It will not update it. However, that evaluate will control, or it will just hold on, okay, let it complete. Yeah, first let it complete the tuning part, then run this code. So this is what it's doing. So now we'll have like all of the information about the tuning part. You can save into drive if you like for further analysis. You can just export it. So you will have information. Otherwise, just you can note down and use it for classification. It's two way you can keep it. But for plotting and other things, that will be nice to save it. It's always nice to save with the result. So in case if you like to just, you already have information, right? So here if you want to plot before that evaluating, So it will give you nothing because it's still running, but this code is already completed. That's the problem with JavaScript. It's undefined because the result is still, this section is still running, this section. And you also can change the list, number of list. Variable split could be increased till the number of variables like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it could go to till 8, but for here I am just keeping 3. So now we have all of the information, all of the data set, and information about that, okay, which is the best parameter for our classification. Now we can go to so if you want to check the what is the export options, so you can, that much things you can export. You can convert into video, you can convert into table, map, image, classifier, model, everything you can export. So these all are functions available in that inbuilt. So now we have information about parameter. So just need to run. Hundred 1K. So just check it what parameter required. Just go here. So it will give you all of the information. This is the how function uh, defined. Everything we can put it. Take out from there, and yeah, class property you have to just provide the ID value which is created from here. You can check it. There's 2 columns, then what is ID and respective numbers. Okay. Same value we decided. We already decided and assigned that value for each classes. So now if you run it, so this is the algorithm part we are training. This is the part we are classifying based on this model, and we are just plotting 5 different. We are assigning 5 different colors for different 1 to 5. Labeling, yeah, labeling. I didn't read here. Add layer, map, add layer have like 3 sections. One is image, one is parameter, like basically display parameter, what color, what variable, like values and other things, and third one is label, just for label. So label will come here. You can check it. You can just mute it. Transparency you can increase it, and you can save this into your drive for final. You can use it for later uses or something like that, but that will be have your record. Accuracy matrix you can calculate using this one, this code. This is also information is already there. So yeah, like now you have Three things. One is the tuning parameters. Already, if you want to save that image, raw image, you can save it. Tuning parameter is there. You can change it multiple try. Maybe that best one is not always good. So you can just check other what information they are giving you. So that all information will be there. And now you have accuracy matrix, land cover, land use classes data. And four, you can save it into drive. You come into drive. And what else? Yeah, variable importance. That's also provide the variable importance information. So you can just which variable is contributing how much in your classification purposes. So that also you can plot it. So in that if some variable is contributing very less, so you can remove it. So that's taking your extra computation. So that way that will be helpful. And that's how it's look like. So yeah, this is how it's look like. Every band, how much contribution is there. So it will give you a CSV file, so you can convert into Excel and you can use or some other. Tuning part, yeah, this will give you this one. Accuracy, how much accuracy they are, for what parameters it is. For each combination, it will give you the overall accuracy. And yeah, matrix, it will be like that. Confusion matrix, consumer matrix, kappa, and overall accuracy, producer accuracy. So that all information will be there. Any questions?
Bring in your signature files. What format are they? Do they have to be like a QGIS or just a CSV?
Basically, it requires shape file. This one, right?
You have all the variables, the different classes.
Yeah. So here you no need to just already converted into shape file. Shape file, vector file.
Shape file.
Yeah, shape file. So it's already there, but however, if you want to add external,
Yeah.
so you just go here.
Okay.
CS
So
file.
it's easy to.
Yeah. Or you can some of the people does like maybe that they don't have some of the tools like ArcGIS access, so they can upload their local image also TIFF file, and just they use that whatever algorithm is here, they can utilize it. So commercial one is more powerful. It will not give you much error. You can run more. You can run application itself, and it's quite dynamic. You can update very frequently everything. And save file, just go here. It will be ask you, select the file, upload it, and now it's good to go. So only thing is that when signature is building, then better to assign each classes with unique number, digit number. Like it will not work with text. Like if I am classifying forest, then I have to classify forest and I have to assign value 1 or 2, whatever.
It has to be numerical.
Yeah, numerical data. It will, otherwise it will not work.
Just a question about your different classes. So I see that maybe I missed it. The oil pump. You said it's a recent addition to the land cover. Did it be something that could be included in one of the categories?
This one.
The oil pump.
Yeah. So yeah, they said recently they just started. to commercialize it. So basically it was in Indonesia or maybe southeastern
Yeah.
country, right?
Yeah.
So Assam is basically it's basically one side is hill, one side is mountain Himalaya. So it's received heavy rainfall. It's a very suitable place for that kind of plantation. So people have started, but still there is no local demand in India to process that palm fruit to extract that oil. But now that some of the company they have started.
Just as recent as last year.
Uh,
So,
maybe 3-4 years. So are still in that beginning. So they are. I think rubber plantation is not giving much benefit to farmer. So now they are trying to shift in that.
oh,
So it's not good because this region is very prone to human-elephant conflict. So many people are dying every year because just they are crossing from forest and going to other forest range. They migrate in dry season and rainy season. So that during that migration there is a lot of conflict. Yeah. Uh, so yeah, G code is quite interesting and helpful, and it's also useful. Uh, while there is some limitations, but still there is a handy tools GI. As per my result, SBI performed well with a small number of training set, and it's also evident from other result. If there is a huge number of data set, then random forest is good, but if there is a small number of data set, SBM is performed well. In less it's intense. It requires more computation, but it's good for a small data set. Uh, if you add like supplementary bands like elevation, sentinel 1 or maybe texture, it's always improve the accuracy. uh, Ensemble approach, I feel this will give you that it will provide us conservative measurement. Maybe that some of the algorithm is over protecting, some is under protecting, but the overall combined one might be good to justify that. Okay, uh, uh, because that if you are trying to find restoration potential, which is basically linked to government, linked to policy, so it's always to have conservative plan than like using depending on one algorithm. And it also provide the indirect plantation provide the indirect indicator of land degradation. So some of the measures summaries I just put it. Uh, and I like to thanks Professor Kitchen, my supervisor, Shivani for facilitating, Jason, Sian, and SDIC for providing facility of Florida Research Institute, and yeah, funding my education in Department of Geography and University of Hawaii. This is the form